There is a silence that passes between generations of women. It's not an empty silence. It's a heavy living thing, filled with all the words that were never said, the praise that got stuck in a throat, the I love you that came out as be careful, the dreams that were handed down not as gifts, but as burdens. She learned to navigate the world by a map her mother gave her, a map drawn with warnings in the margins and safe routes highlighted in fear. She learned to make herself smaller, quieter, less, much. To apologize for her space, her voice, her needs. It felt like love. It felt like respect. But a quiet part of her, the part that still remembered how to take up space, called it by its real name, a wound, a mother wound. And if you've ever felt the weight of a legacy you didn't choose, a love that felt like a cage, then you know this silence. And you know it's time to break it. It begins subtly. A critical voice in your head that sounds exactly like hers. A flinch of insecurity when you succeed, because you were taught to dim your light so as not to outshine anyone. A deep cellular belief that to be good is to be self-sacrificing. To be loved, you must be manageable. This isn't about blaming our mothers. It's about recognizing a pattern, a ghost in the machine of our psyche. Think of a river. Your mother was a river, shaped by her own banks, by her mother, by a society that told her what a woman should be. Her currents, her depths, her storms were formed long before you arrived. And you were born into her waters. You learned to swim in her currents. You learned what was safe, what was dangerous, what was possible, all within the confines of her channel. You never knew another way to flow. Studies show that trauma and emotional patterns can be epigenetically inherited. It's not just in our stories, it's in our cells. The anxiety that wasn't yours to begin with. The scarcity mindset that feels like a family heirloom. The way you soothe or the way you shut down, it's a learned language of survival. So you spend your life trying to heal a cut you didn't make, trying to quiet a storm you didn't start. You love her, you ache for her, you rage at her, all at once. It is the most confusing loyalty, the greatest unspoken struggle. The shift doesn't happen when you blame her. It happens when you begin to see her. It happens in a quiet moment, perhaps looking at an old photograph. There she is, at your age. Her eyes hold a hope, a fear, a story you were never told. You see her not as your mother, but as a woman, a daughter, a girl who once had her own river, her own dreams, before she was carved into a channel for you. And in that moment, a new question emerges. Not why couldn't she love me better, but what was she not allowed to feel? What did she have to put down to survive? This is where the inheritance changes. This is where you stop being just the river and you become the rain. You fall back to the earth and you choose your own path. You carve your own banks. Healing the mother wound is not about building a wall between you and her. It is about building a bridge between the wounded child in you and the wise woman you are becoming. It's the courageous act of reparenting yourself, of giving yourself the permission she maybe never got, of speaking the words you needed to hear into your own ears. You start to untangle her pain from your personality, her fears from your intuition. You begin to say, this weight is not mine to carry. This silence is not mine to keep. You learn that strength isn't about carrying everything. It's knowing what to finally, gently put down. So what remains? What is left when you lay down the armor of a daughter and stand in the skin of a woman? You are left with a choice. You can continue the lineage of silence, of dimmed lights and apologetic stances, or you can become a sacred endpoint. A place where a cycle of pain, generations deep, simply stops with you. This is the ultimate reclamation. It is not an act of betrayal. It is the highest form of honor. You honor her struggle by refusing to let it be the final word on your life. You honor her sacrifice by making your own choices, fiercely and unapologetically. You take the threads of her life, the strong, beautiful threads and the frayed, painful ones, and you weave a new tapestry. One with different patterns, one with your own colors. Maybe the most profound healing comes from this realization. You are not just healing for yourself, you are healing for her, for the little girl she once was, who never got the chance. You are speaking the words she held inside. You are living the freedom she could only dream of. In mending your own mother wound, you are sending a ripple backward and forward in time, a ripple of peace. You look at your own life, your own choices, your own voice, clear and unafraid, and you understand. Maybe the version of you the world, and she, was preparing you to be, was never the real one. The real one was there all along, waiting for the silence to end, waiting to finally speak, waiting to finally be heard. And in that hearing, you become the first ancestor of a new line, a line of women who are whole,